Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader, the Infinite Museion DLC 1.6 version and beyond. Full guide on Heinrix, or should I say full build for unfair difficulty. If it works on unfair, it will work on all other difficulties as well. I completely switched Heinrix compared to the previous builds. Now we play Heinrix van Calox as a Psyker. Full Psyker instead of Assassin. Let's see how Heinrix is with a Psy-Raven. Yeah, let's go. First, Heinrix Itemization. We always want a staff with Siphon Life or with Lightning Arc. It doesn't matter which one it is. Also, Emperor's Wrath is quite solid. So, the higher the level of the staff, the better. We want all of those benefits from willpower and Psy rating. This is why the Blood Drinker is the best, because it offers Psy rating, yeah. And for the other set, we want Force or Power swords. Better with Force swords, of course. We want Dark Providence and we want Incinerator for this build. But basically, you got so many swords in this game that are valid on Heinrix. The higher the damage, the higher the arm pen, the better. And pay attention on those passives. Any sword that gives Heinrix Psy rating or any willpower or something like that is the way to go. Now, as far as the helmet goes on a Heinrix, it's of course Ghost Helm. For the armor, any light armor that's gonna provide freaking dodge, okay, that the biggest amount of dodge, that's the light armor that you wanna equip on Heinrix at every moment. For the trinkets, we use Tainted Phylactery, and it also fits Heinrix to deal damage against Xenos, because he is an Ordo Xenos Inquisitor. And for the other trinket, we want Warp Surge Bruges. It's absolutely crazy nuts on Heinrix as a Psyker, because he can attack multiple times according to his Psy rating. For the amulet, we want Psy Focus. Reason, this is also melee Heinrix. Those swords will hurt. For the gloves, we want Abyssal Conduit. For the cape, we want Reaper's Cape. And for the boots, we want Ergo Boots. Also, the ones with action point, -1 action point to charge are quite good as well on Heinrix. Now, what about leveling phase for Heinrix? He's a warrior that's gonna become an Raven Overseer into the Exemplar. First, we want Charge, then Coercion, into Endure, into the Daring Breach, and we take Rigorous Training. After that, we're gonna take Blade of Light, into Agility, into Shield of the Emperor, into Carouse. Then it's Agility, into Psyker Minoris. After that, we're taking Carouse, into Defensive Maneuvers, and Daring Breach Ulti Upgrade number 1. After that, it's Power Weapon Expert, into Weapon Skill. After that, we're gonna take Enfeeble into Edge of Dawn. Then it's Weapon Skill into Lord Xenos. After that, it's Nimble into Lord Xenos. Then it's Strength into It Will Not Die, and we finish with Daring Breach Ulti Upgrade number 4. From Warrior to Overseer, we're gonna pick up Psy-Raven, and we're gonna complete the cycle. After that, it's Psyker Majoris. On the next level, it's Overcharge Ulti with action point power spike increase, and we pick Willpower. After that, it's Castigating Echoes into Willpower. Then we're gonna take Warp Speed into Lord Xenos, and we're gonna pick Biophysical Distortion for the talent. Then it's Willpower into Psyker Terminus. After that, it's Better to Die for the Emperor, into Willpower, into Lord Xenos, and then Ulti Upgrade number 4 for the Psy-Raven, with Stronger Together and Second Sight. After that, it's Agility, into Carouse, and we pick Hammer of the Emperor. Then it's Impure Force into the Steel Mind. After that, we're gonna take Agility into Carouse, into Ruinous Flows, and then Psyker Extremis. We finish with Ulti Upgrade number 2 for the Raven. With Overseer done, we transfer to the Exemplar. The very first we're gonna take is Perfection Under Fire into the Thick Skin. After that, we're taking Lord Xenos into the Warp Buffer. Then it's Willpower into the Sanctified Slayer. For the ability, we're gonna take Per Soul into the Lord Xenos. Then we're gonna take Combat Meditation into the Psychic Barrage. After that, it's Willpower into the Psalm of Heroes. then it's metabolic overcharge into the agility. After that, we're gonna take Psy Resonator into the eternal glory. Then we're gonna take Carouse again into the toughest steel. Action point power spike increase into the sacred rituals and carouse. On the next level, clenched teeth into demolition, then we take stabilizing factor into agility and weapon skill into the athletics. On the next level, know it all into the ramming speed, into the armored hide, into the demolition, into the adrenaline surge and hymns of hatred. For the final part, it's light of the emperor into the weapon skill, then malign influence into warp saturation, and we finish with action point power spike increase. Now what about the augmetics on Heinrix? He doesn't need a single one, believe it or not. He doesn't benefit out of the single augmetic. So we can immediately transfer on how to play Heinrix. Usually what you want to do is buff your allies with Word of the Emperor into the Shield of the Emperor, Omega late game into the Hammer of the Emperor, and shoot with a staff. If enemies are close by, you switch on those double swords and you charge into them. Don't forget to use Iron Arm before charging. When you wanna debuff enemies, and if you don't know what to do with action points, Enfeeble is the way to go. Later on, when you have a Raven, first and foremost, you're gonna send the Raven with Relocate. You're gonna use all of those damage dealing abilities from the Raven, and then you're gonna use your staff or you're gonna charge into battle, depends from combat to combat, of course. Omega late game, you always wanna try and do the Purge Soul, and do not forget about the most OP ability that Heinrix can cast, that would be Warp Speed. This is insanely good on every single character, including Heinrix. Now, the even better version of the Warp Speed would be Metabolic Overcharge. This is all-in spell, so once you're sure that you're going all in with someone, you then gonna cast Metabolic Overcharge and commit to a kill. This is usually used against bosses. If allies need healing, Heinrix can do that as well with Light of the Emperor. Just make sure that you have Heinrix surrounded by allies before casting Word of the Emperor, and then ram up Light of the Emperor if anyone needs healing. This is a hybrid Heinrix. He is both melee, he has extremely high dodge, and he deals tremendous amount of damage with both melee weapons and with his staff. He's very good at debuffs, buffs, overall a quite balanced Heinrix. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.